In the chaotic world of digital marketing, it's like we're all shouting into the void. As business owners, we tend to throw money at ads, yet so many of those vanish without a trace because they fail to connect. Just having a great product isn't enough anymore. You need a story, a voice, and a way to truly engage your audience. Remember, people don't just buy products, they buy experiences and emotions. Look at brands like Apple. They don't just sell tech, they sell innovation and they sell a lifestyle. So if you're still playing it safe, if your marketing strategy is just Me Too tactics, you're already falling behind. It's time to shake things up. Be bold, be creative, and most importantly, be genuine. Show your audience who you really are and what you stand for. Now is the moment to break through the noise and make a lasting impression. Let's elevate your brand and create something unforgettable. Fetty. Okay, what's up, family? Welcome back to All Legal Fetty Presents. I'm Fetty, and today's episode is all about scaling your business the right way. We talked about starting up, and now it's time to level up. Scaling your business is a whole different game than starting one. It's about managing growth, increasing your revenue without losing quality, and making sure your business can handle the demand. It does sound exciting, but it can also be overwhelming. Today, I want to talk about the best strategies for scaling, the mistakes you need to avoid, and how to know when it's time to make your move. Plus, I do have a few segments that y'all have gravitated to, our usual quote segment, listener questions, and a little bit of tough love from the world of entrepreneurship that'll help you grow your business faster. When you made it past the initial startup phase, you might think scaling is just about increasing sales, but it's way more than that. Scaling involves expanding your operations, your team, and altering your systems to handle more customers. Here's the first thing to remember. Scaling doesn't mean just adding more customers or products. It means making sure your infrastructure can support that growth. If your systems aren't in place, you'll just end up more overwhelmed. Another important aspect of scaling is delegation. As your business grows, you won't be able to do everything yourself anymore. You need to bring in the right people, systems, and resources to keep up with the demand, something that has been a focus of several pods. Another important aspect of scaling is delegation. As your business grows, the key to successful scaling is to automate and optimize everything you can. Whether that's software, outsourcing, or building a team that can handle different functions of your business. I want to take a listener question from Jordan the Builder. He asks, Fetty, I'm starting to get some traction, but I'm not sure when it's time to scale. How do you know when your business is ready to grow? Okay, great question, Jordan. You will know when you're ready to scale when you nailed your processes down. Your product is validated by the market, and you hit a point where demand is growing, but you're still able to handle everything yourself. That's when you know it's time to bring the resources that allow you to scale effectively. Now it's time to pay the bills. Are you ready to transform your business dreams into reality? Introducing the All Legal Fetty Presents Business Planning and Startup Essentials Kit. Launching on April 30th, this comprehensive kit is your one-stop solution for everything you need to kickstart your entrepreneurial journey. Whether you're just starting out or refining your existing plans, my personally crafted resources will guide you every step of the way. And guess what? You can snag it for the pre-order price of just $19.99. Don't miss out. Equip yourself with the tools to turn your ideas into a thriving business. Pre-order the All Legal Fetty Business Planning and Startups Essential Kit today and pave your way to success. Your journey starts here. Get ready to build your empire. When you're navigating challenges and overcoming obstacles, I'm talking about the challenges we all face as entrepreneurs. Every single one of us hits a wall at some point, whether it's self-doubt, financial struggles, or just feeling overwhelmed. But here's the thing. Those obstacles don't define us. It's how we overcome them that shapes our businesses. I want to hear from you. What's the biggest challenges you faced in your hustle so far? And how did you get through it? Was it a big failure that turned into a valuable lesson? Or did you have a pivot moment where everything just clicked? Send me your stories on Instagram using hashtag AllLegalFettyPresents. I'll be reading and sharing a few of your stories in next week's episode. And I know your journey can help someone else push through their own struggles. I want you to think about this like we're in this together. So don't let those challenges keep you isolated. Hop onto our Discord group and share a post about your current business obstacle. Let's crowdsource solutions. Maybe one of our fellow hustlers has exact advice or strategy you need. I'm excited to see how our community comes together and helps each other push through. So let's talk about marketing strategies that actually work. We've heard all the advice, but which one really works? I know it can be a lot with all the noise out there, so I'm just going to break down what's effective and what's just hype. With marketing strategies like social media, email campaigns, or maybe word of mouth, let's take a deep dive into what's working for real hustlers like you. Hit me up on IG or in our Discord group with the hashtag OligoFettiPresents and share your story. I'll also feature a couple of your responses in next week's episode, and who knows, your strategy could be the game changer someone else needs. Let's start a thread on Discord right now where you can drop your marketing tips, tactics, and successes. It's all about sharing real, actionable advice there. Plus, when you share your wins, you're motivating others to take the next step in their journey. But getting back to scaling your business, it's a whole new ballgame. It's exciting, yes, but it also comes with a whole set of challenges. But one thing's for sure, if you manage to get your business to a point where it's ready to scale, you've already accomplished something major. I do want to hear your stories about scaling, whether you're already taking that leap or you're in the process of getting ready to scale. What was the tipping point for you? How do you know when you were ready to take on more? Remember, don't scale too quickly though. First things first, you must get your systems in place before you try to grow. This is critical. Scaling without systems is a surefire way to end up overwhelmed and burnt out. Get your business in a good place before you expand. I want to give you an excerpt from The Hard Thing About Hard Things by Ben Horowitz. He says, "The challenge of scaling is making sure that leadership team stays ahead of the problems that come with growth. Scaling isn't just about growth, it's about managing that growth. You need to make sure you and your team are ready for those challenges that come with it. Stay ahead of the curve, and you'll be able to scale successfully." This week's Hustler of the Week is Renee, who took a local catering business and turned it into an online sensation. Renee realized that social media wasn't just for big businesses, it was the perfect platform for her to showcase her custom meals and unique flavors. She launched a creative campaign that featured her behind the scenes process and connected with people on a personal level, building a loyal customer base. So Renee's hustle shows us that you don't need a huge budget to market your business. You just need creativity, consistency, and the courage to put yourself out there. Keep doing your thing, Renee. You are an inspiration. It's now time for my hustler reality check. And this one's going to sting a little. But I got to be real with you. Marketing doesn't work if you don't actually know your audience. Many entrepreneurs waste money on ads or fancy branding strategies before they've taken the time to really get into the mind of their customers. I was guilty of this in the early days too. I spent my share of money on marketing campaigns that didn't hit the mark because I hadn't figured out who my true audience was. I was selling to everyone. But in reality, you need to be selling to a specific group of people. So here's the check. You need to take the time to really understand who your audience is, what they want, and how your product or service fits into their lives. If you do that right, your marketing will practically sell itself. Have you taken the time to do a deep dive into your target audience? If not, start there. When you understand them, you can speak directly to their needs and pain points, and that's where the magic happens. Let's move into the What Would You Do segment. This week, we got a question from Megan, who runs an online fitness coaching business. Megan writes, okay, I've built my coaching program, but I'm struggling to market it effectively. I tried posting on social media, but I'm not seeing any traction. What should I be doing differently? Megan, I've got a simple answer for you. Create content that speaks to your audience pain points. Too many fitness coaches just post generic content like "Get Fit Today" or "Here's my workout plan." That doesn't grab people's attention. Instead, focus on their real struggles. Are they overwhelmed with gym routines? Do they need a workout that fits their busy schedule? Speak to that. Offer solutions. And don't just do it in a post. Make a mini video, do a live question and answer, and show real results. Engage with your audience beyond just posting static content. If you start focusing on your audience's specific needs, you'll begin to see engagement increase. People want personalized solutions, Megan. Give them what they want, and they'll become your loyal customers. Another honorable hustler of the week is David, who's scaling his subscription box business for sustainable products. David recognized that there was a growing demand for eco-friendly solutions. He jumped on that opportunity by building a sustainable business that serves a community of environmentally conscious consumers. His business is now on track for 300% growth this year, and he's doing it with the values at the forefront. David's hustle shows us that scaling isn't just about increasing sales, it's about staying true to your values and growing at a pace that makes sense for your business. Huge shout out to David. Good job. Scaling a business isn't a straight line. You don't just keep growing at the same pace forever. In fact, you might hit a plateau, and that can be frustrating. But here's the reality. You need to create systems. When you scale, you can't keep doing everything yourself. You have to hire the right people, put the right processes in place, and automate where you can. My first scaling attempt failed because I was still doing everything myself. Big mistake. Make sure you're setting yourself up for growth by thinking about systems from day one, how you can automate, how you can streamline. If you don't have a solid team or the right tools in place, your business will suffer when it grows. Another What Would You Do segment. We have a question from Olivia, who's now running a digital marketing agency. Olivia writes, I've gotten my business to a point where I'm fully booked with clients, but now I feel like I'm stretched too thin and can't take on any more work. How do I scale up without burning out? Okay, Olivia. First of all, congratulations on being fully booked. But scaling means you need to stop being a bottleneck in your business. You cannot do everything yourself. My advice, start by building a team. Hire experts in areas where you're the weakest. If you're a marketing genius but terrible at design, hire a designer. You also need to consider raising your prices to reflect your expertise and give yourself the space to handle higher value clients. Start scaling by building systems and a team that can take on a load. It's really about leverage. Delegate, raise prices, and start building that dream team that'll help you scale to new heights. All right, so that's a wrap for today's episode of All Legal Fetty Presents. Scaling can be one of the most exciting parts of entrepreneurship, but it's also one of the hardest. Keep your systems in check and make sure you're building a solid foundation for growth. And as always, if you're loving the show, don't forget to rate us, share it with your friends, and donate if you want to support us. Your contributions help us bring you even better content. Until next week, hustlers, keep scaling, keep growing, and keep hustling. All Legal Fetty.